Hello and thanks for joining me. It's Sport Pilot James Glenn on another exciting episode of Sport Lab on TNT, where we'll bring you exciting and latest sport happenings across the world of sport every Tuesday. This week won't be an exception, as it's our tradition to do this, and we'll be taking you on the ride shortly after this break. Welcome back. It's a beautiful Tuesday and it's the Champions League week, where we'll be seeing so many football played in the UEFA Champions League. Starting from tonight, we'll be seeing the Madrid derby between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. PSV will be taking on Arsenal, and we'll be seeing Club Brugge will be taking on Aston Villa tonight in the Champions League. It's going to be an interesting midweek in the world of football also, as we'll be seeing Liverpool taking on Paris Saint-Germain, and we'll be seeing Bayern Leverkusen taking on Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League this week. And also talking about the UEFA Champions League, let's switch our attention to the Spanish La Liga, where I mentioned before now that we'll be seeing in the UEFA Champions League the Atletico Madrid debut, but in the Spanish La Liga right now, Barcelona are way ahead of the two Madrid clubs, as they have been able to get a win against Real Sociedad during the weekend. They were able to put 4 past Real Sociedad during the weekend to see Barcelona occupying the third position in the Spanish La Liga. It was a sad one during the weekend for Real Madrid, who couldn't maintain their lead or go level on points with Barcelona in the Spanish La Liga after they were defeated by Real Betis 2-1 in that particular encounter, where their former player Isco was able to score double to stun Real Madrid and leave them at the third position in the Spanish La Liga. Right now, Real Madrid are 3 points behind Barcelona, the league leaders, while Barcelona are a point ahead of Atletico Madrid. It's going to be a tight race till the end of the season in the Spanish La Liga. And now down to another league that we are witnessing a fantastic battle between them in the top of the league. We talk about the Italian Serie A. The Inter Milan side and the Napoli side were able to face off last weekend in the world of football, and this match ended 1 goal apiece in favor of Inter Milan. Remember that Inter Milan were the one leading before the final whistle, where we saw Philippines scoring for Napoli to rescue a point for them and keep the title race alive for Napoli, who are just 1 point behind Inter Milan in the Italian Serie A. It's going to be an interesting one between them. You know also that Atlanta failed to win during the weekend. They were only able to settle for a draw, as we saw Inter Milan and Napoli digging it down in the Italian Serie A during the weekend. Is going to be an interesting one. Like I said, this is another league that is being tight in the world of football. And let's travel down to a league that looks a bit easy. I'm talking about the League One, as Paris Saint-Germain has continued to dominate and maintain their 100% record in the League One this season. They are just way ahead of the second position, the Marseille side, and this looks as if it's going to be an easy one. And before the final day of the League One, they might just be crowned the champion of the League One, as Paris Saint-Germain continues with their incredible form in the League One. And quickly, let's go on a very short break, and when we're right back, we continue from where we stop.
JK Royal Signatures, a blend of African.
Welcome back, and we'll be flicking a flight down to the Bundesliga, talking about Bayern Munich and Bayern Leverkusen. Bayern Munich are doing well in the Bundesliga this season, ahead of the defending champion Leverkusen. They are 8 points ahead of Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. We will be seeing Harry Kane winning his first trophy with Bayern Munich this season. And you remember that I said before the break that Bayern Munich and Bayern Leverkusen will be facing on each other in the UEFA Champions League night on Wednesday. With these two be able to dig it down, one definitely have to be disqualified, while the other will be proceeding to the next phase of the competition. It's going to be an interesting tie in the UEFA Champions League between these two, and back to the Bundesliga, where they are facing off each other on who will be winning the Bundesliga this season. And also talking about the world of football, we talk about one of the interesting game of football, the FA Cup that was held during the weekend, where we saw Manchester United, the defending champion of the FA Cup, being knocked out by Fulham on penalty shootout. It was a devastating one for Manchester United, coming back from behind and going on penalty shootout, where we saw Victor Lindelof and Joshua Zirkzee losing their penalty respectively, who helped Fulham proceed to the next round of the FA Cup, where they will be facing a Premier League side. Talking about Crystal Palace in the FA Cup side, we'll be seeing Manchester City taking on Bournemouth in the FA Cup. Manchester City right now appears to be the favorite in the FA Cup side, and let's see if they will be able to win that to salvage their season. They have not been firing the cylinders this season in the world of football, but will they be able to win the FA Cup this time around? We'll be seeing Aston Villa taking or breasting North End in the FA Cup tie. Quite an interesting FA Cup tie, where we saw Brighton knocking out Newcastle on penalty shootout to proceed to the next round of the competition. Aston Villa with Marcus Rashford are proceeding to the quarterfinals of the competition. They are one threat in the FA Cup tie, and let's see if they will be able to win that with Marcus Rashford and Asensio doing well and firing all the cylinders in their match recently in all competition. And quickly, let's go back to the Premier League, as we know that after tonight in the world of football, particularly in the Champions League and in the Europa League, where Manchester United will be facing Real Sociedad, and Manchester United will be hoping to win that fight to salvage their season, because the Europa League is the only competition left for Manchester United. But after that match, they will be facing Arsenal Football Club in the Premier League, where Arsenal will be hoping to win Manchester United. Manchester United will be hoping to win Arsenal Football Club. These two sides are struggling right now in the world of football. Arsenal are without a striker. Manchester United are struggling to find the back of the net, particularly under Ruben Amorim, who will be winning this tie in this weekend match in the Premier League. But till then, we have so many interesting matches to enjoy during the midweek in the UEFA Champions League and in the Europa League in the world of football. And this is the length at which will be going on this week's episode of Sport Vibe on DNT Work. For more news and sports stories, follow us across our various social media and at Sport Vibe on DNT Work. Enjoy your week, remain safe, and be a law-abiding citizen. Thank you.